Hi, Leo. This is your channel messages for the 15th of August. Leo, your channel message is no endorsements from your side, okay? So I'm getting, Leo, you're not endorsing something. I'm getting you don't approve of it. You don't want anybody to affiliate you with it. I'm getting, I don't stand for that dick sucking whore. I don't stand for these people. Tell me, why are you gay? Me getting this, me getting said no, me not endorse that. Me getting this saying Leo. So tell me about it. So what do you feel about? Do you co-sign this, Leo? Me getting say absolutely not. No, Leo, you rule entertainment. So me getting something about the public eye. Okay. Come me getting you saying if me endorse it, that mean I agree, and people will hate this person when hate me because they believe we have the same beliefs. And I don't want that heat. No, it could be something about children. Okay, maybe a pro-life or your anti-life. I don't know how to call it. All right, maybe something about kids. Like I said, when I endorse something, I am for abortion, but I'm not for surrogacy. That's where I have an issue. You know, I am for abortion, but I'm not for adoption. Okay, maybe you're saying things like that because Leah rules other people's children. So I'm getting your endorse, like me getting you saying me not endorse that, you know. So maybe you're not endorse abortion or you're not endorse it's something for do with other people's children. Maybe you're not endorsing adoption or surrogacy. Me getting whatever somebody's saying about kids. Me getting you're saying I don't agree. I don't agree. Don't ask me. Absolutely not. I'm getting the camera is on you trying to hear your opinion. Or you're saying no comment, no comment. Okay, let's go ahead and go into your reading, Leo. I'm getting no endorsement from your side. I'm getting you not endorse them. No, this could be your own. This could be something. This could be your own child. Maybe you endorse other people's children, and your kid want to get on, and you don't want to endorse your kid. I know those dirty cocky and dirty pussy parents who will support other people's children and then not support you, you know. Oh, your son wants to be a rapper? Great. My son wanted to be a rapper too, but I told him to go to school. But you know, it's great for your son, just not my son. Be getting maybe you feel away because your father or your mother is them support somebody else's children's career. Them support somebody else's shit and them not support yours. It could be that. I'm getting no endorsement. We're getting you not endorse something, Leo. Let's go. First card out is number 3. Oh, is this polyamory? Yeah, me getting a non-blood clot endorse that. No endorsements. There's no polyamory around here, so we don't deal with anybody who's the only type of polyamory we endorse is 2 men and 1 girl. We don't endorse 2 girls and a man. Not here. Not on the Hierophant Guru channel. Not by Jacronium. Not by Vanessa Carby. Not by this channel. We don't end. The only type of 3 we endorse is 2 men and a woman. That's the only 3. I would never ever in this fucking. You see, at any time you hear me endorse 2 bitches and a man, call Peel police station and tell them say you have a psychiatric person and you feel like because them endorsing 2 bitches and a man, she might hurt herself. Please call the police because they are trained to deal with mental health people, thus the yellow bow at the back of the police car. Yeah, that's the only endorsement we deal with. Anyways, there's something about 3. Maybe somebody want 3 kids from you and you're saying absolute no, 1. Okay, 2, maybe. Maybe them want 3. Make it say no, endorse that. You said no. 3, you want me this 3 times? So after I have a baby, you want to have sex with me again? If I have a baby again, and then after I have a baby 2 times, you want to have sex with me again? Me getting you saying you're not endorsing something. That's something about 3. We also have Google. Okay, Google, something on Google. I don't know if Google is saying that. Maybe them have up a picture and it say, be proud of who you are. Join and support the LGBTQA community. And yes, but me not gay. Why them I use a picture to endorse this? You know, maybe it's AIDS. You know, living with AIDS can be stress-free and abuse a picture. and yeah, so and you're saying, I remember in Jamaica there was a guy, he did do this AIDS commercial where he pretend to have AIDS. And when I was doing We All Got Issues, which is a little internet show when they used to do in Jamaica, him did end up the show with me. And people did say you have AIDS, Vanessa. I'm gonna say, why yes, I have AIDS? And them say because the guy who you do We All Got Issues with him, they come in the AIDS commercial. I'm gonna say, but that don't mean him have AIDS. It's a commercial. You think the guy coming in the commercial with AIDS, it mean him have AIDS? And them say, yeah, man, him say him never had AIDS. So maybe something like that. Maybe them take a picture. poverty level is falling so low, people are starving, and then use a picture. We getting you saying, I didn't endorse that. We're getting something on Google. Google and 3, something about 3, something on Google have 3. We have Rastafarianism. Do you endorse this? Of course. Of course, we have to endorse though. We have to endorse Sizzla Kolanji. Yes. We have to endorse Capleton. We have to endorse people like Buju Banton. You know, when we talk about endorsement, we talk about okay. I don't want to be biased, all right? But yeah, we're getting some more endorsing Leo. Rastafarianism, maybe say somebody not endorse it. Why? Because them not have locks on them head. Because them not walk around talking about Joe, Rastafari, Rasta eat fly. Because them not go around and endorse it. You think them not of it? I'm not sure what it is. So we have Google, but maybe it's Google. Maybe them not endorse Rasta things, Rasta content. People, I know enough people in Germany who say, I'm a born Rasta. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy to say Germans. But yeah, you have some Germans who will say, yes, it's Haile Selassie is my emperor. Wow. Fast forward, baby. Yeah, him. Gentleman is a Rasta man with no locks. Being German and white. Him is the whitest German man with the straightest white man nose ever. Yeah, you ever hear gentleman talk? You know, Haile Selassie, his emperor majesty. Bro, they what? Bro, the Hitler, Germany, yeah. So it could be that, you know, me getting to not endorse the rest of them. And people at Germany want to know about Rastafarianism. People at Japan wear locks. Them want to know about it. Me getting to something about not endorse it. Something about that. Something about Rastafarianism. It's okay. Speed endorse it. Speed endorse it. We still love Kai, but Kai wasn't endorsing any locks anymore. At least Speedy come at Jamaica, come endorse it. We also have Lodge and we also have YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. How do you feel about the Rastafarian community? How do you feel about these people with locks? Do you feel like they're nomads? How do you feel? Leo beginning something not being endorsed. No, I don't know if this could be something about a record label. And then I wonder why you're not endorsed a record label. Maybe because you're not signed to the talent. You're not signed to the label. So the label could be owned by some Rasta people, maybe affiliated with them, but you're not endorsed it. And then I say, why you're not endorse the label? Why you're not endorse this thing? You're getting affiliated with them, but you're not signed on the label. That's why you're not endorse it. Because if you endorse it, then you won't get a contract from somebody else, and you're not contracted to the record label. That's like your brother or your father who Rasta or your sister who Rasta have this big thing, and you're not endorse it. And then I say, but why you're not endorse it? It's not your sister, it's not your father. Yeah, because we're not signed to the label. Your business is business, right? Not because we're family, we can just go ahead and have cross lines that has never been drawn up by a contract. Business is still business. So just because you're probably related to somebody who, okay, like the Bob Marley Museum. You think all of Bob Marley children can go to Bob Marley Museum, go record for free? I don't saw it go. Business is business. So you might say, okay, why? Okay, because Speed went to Bob Marley Museum, him never go Tough Gang Studio. And maybe they might say, well, why would I not talk about Tough Gun Studio? Why don't talk about the studio? Yeah, because you're not signed to the label, you're not signed to Tough Gun Studio. So then why you end everywhere you go, you talk about Tough Gun Studio. You want another media house for sign you. You can't talk about these people, even though you might be connected to them. All right. We have a Lodge here as well. So let's go ahead and go into your reading. I'm not sure if the Freemasons want to recruit Rasta members, okay, but me getting you say not endorse that. Maybe not endorse a Rasta. Once them Rasta, if them come from, we're not endorse. Them have on locks, no, them have to cut that. We're not endorse that around here. We don't want people to have the weird idea about what exactly about Rastas. Yeah, but what about them? About them not drinking and them not smoking cigarettes and they're not into corruption and sex and alcohol, and because Rastas when they can't corrupt them, when they can't corrupt the Christians. The Muslims are currently being corrupted. One of the Muslim gal them on social media talk about them one man 6'2" with a fucking hijab on. Bitch, you're an abomination to Allah. And I'm not even Muslim. You're an abomination to fucking Allah. Fire Shwa, hi, good morning. Thank you so much for being back. Here's abomination. Missing enough of them Muslim girl here, them face beat and makeup. Ma'am, you have on a hijab. First of all, you cover your head, but your head covered, but your face is in MAC. I don't understand. So, but why you try attract? As a Muslim woman with a hijab, who are you trying to attract wearing makeup? Because your head covered. You can't even make nobody lost or say, wow, at your hair. Why you feel like it's necessary to put on lipstick, eyeliner, eyeshadow, lashes, and makeup? Who are you attracting? Men? You know, usually women who are not religious wear makeup, they attract men. You Muslim with a hijab, why you have on makeup? And you're out alone. And I like you're your husband. I go out, and he's a Muslim woman with your husband, accompanied by your Muslim husband, and you and him are go out together, and you have a little makeup with your husband. You're on social media alone. You work individually at certain places alone with no Muslim male companion behind you. Why you have on makeup? I don't understand. Sometimes I tell myself, I don't need to believe in a God, because I act more religious than religious people. So yeah, come the Muslim them I get corrupt. All right, I see a Muslim girl, she gonna night. The girl them are the hair. I mean, I don't know why are they here if like them must say come with me to get my hair braided, bitch. But the internet can't see your hair. You have on a hijab, so why you do a come with me to get your hair braided by African braiders? We can't even say them are braid your hair because it's illegal. It's against their religion. Yeah, so Christians easy to corrupt, Muslims easy corrupt, Jewish more stay to themselves. Them don't usually go outside them circle. Not really. So them kind of more hard for corrupt, but Rasta, you can't blood clot corrupt them. Them is the hardest for corrupt. Hardest. Out of everyone, them is the hardest for corrupt. At least with Freemasons and lodge members, part of them practice is to be corrupted. They're devil's advocate. You can't corrupt them one year. So maybe that's why you're not promote it. Me getting on the saying we're not promoting the Rasta, we're not promote these things. We're not do it. Let's go. No, don't say that, Fire Shwa. You is the abomination. Don't say that. Why you say it? You're not an abomination? Are you? No, you're not. Why you say that? Don't say that about yourself. Fire Shwa, you're not an abomination. Don't say that. If you was, you wouldn't have been here. All right? Don't say that. You're not that. That's not you. That's not you. That's not your vibe, sweethearts. Let's go. So, Leah, I'm getting no promotion. You're not promote it. Let's go. But Leah, you're the lion. And Rastas use the lion for promote them religion. You know? Christians use the lamb. The sacrificial lamb, them use the lamb. What Muslim use? I don't know. Jews use... I don't know what Jews use, but I know Rastas use the lion. Let's go. First card out is a 10 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting a lot of money. So are you getting paid to deliberately keep a certain people out of certain sectors? I'm getting a lot of money. You're getting paid to not endorse something. So maybe maybe I get paid for spread false information. Like you must spread propaganda against a certain type of sector. All right, we have YouTube here. We're getting a lot of money. 10 of Pentacles. It could also be family money. All right. I know when you tell people that you're Rastafarian, them expect you and the entire family to have locks. And that's not really how it look. You know? At least sometimes when you see a family of Jews, the whole of them look Jewish. When you see a family of Muslims, the whole of them look Muslim. When you see a family of Rastas, usually all of them Rasta. Maybe you're looking at a family and only certain members are Rastas, certain members are not. And you feel like it too mixed, it's not standing for a solid purpose. Therefore, you can't promote it. But 10 of Pentacles are making a lot of money, Leo. Are you paying somebody a lot of money to deliberately avoid or not endorse something? You have the Page of Cups. All right. I'm getting something about this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have this 9 of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. And we also have the 5 of Swords. No, the 5 of Swords is spite. You're getting something about businesses. I'm getting some Rasta people that come to for start business, for open license, for going to school. I'm getting when I discriminate against them to this day. How Batman get through and still discriminate against Rasta people? That's crazy. You tell us a man can fuck man in a piece, but you can't go college with locks. Bitch, man can cut off them dick and get a pussy, but a Rasta man with him locks down to him foot. Bitch, him can't work in our medical field. Rastas still I get discriminated against and batty man I go through. Bro, that's crazy. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting something, but yeah, them not endorse it. Them say no, them don't want it here. Them just feel uncomfortable. Them not uncomfortable with the tranny. Them not uncomfortable with the gay man. Them not uncomfortable with the lesbian girls. They're uncomfortable with their locks. So transgender man, I compete with girls in a girl sport, but you have to cut your locks for wrestle. So I'm getting something, it could be somewhat a lawsuit where you have filed for discrimination. But I'm getting maybe I don't think it's discrimination because I think it's too silly for just discriminate against my locks. Bitch, yes. Yes. Them used to discriminate against your skin color. What are you talking about? And then I'm gonna say, well, you can change your locks. If you're being racist against, just cut your locks. I'm getting a saying no, because it's discrimination. Why am I after that to get employment? Why am I after cut my locks and him can't put on dress? How is that fair to me? It's not fair to you because I'm getting people are being paid to not endorse you. Or we have the Three of Cups and a Justice card. It could be something about women, a lot of women. Maybe them not seeing a Rasta women, them not seeing a good represent. Maybe the only Rastas them seeing is men. So maybe underneath make the, so usually in Rastafarian community, the men take the lead and women are submissive. Make it think if you don't want something to be better endorsed, maybe underneath make the girls come to the forefront and be that feminine energy. For it don't seem that scary. No, I also know me hear people say, like me hear this dating coach say, the top 1% man will never date a girl with locks. I'm gonna say why she says so. But you have on front lace wig. So the top 1% man will date you, but if the girl have locks on, she won't. Like she said, any man who is a top 1%, it look like she said, look at Hollywood, look at all of these things. If you usually have locks, you will not get the top percent men. You will get average men or average rich man, but you're not gonna get the one them where in the man who actually choose a wife and other bitches jealous. It could be something like that. I'm getting something about girls. I need girls. I have to make the girls come to the forefront. And I know in the Rastafarian community, women having an education is not important. Women are just used for babies. That's all they do in the Rasta community. You just fuck them and breed them like dogs. No offense. But that's what they do. You know, Rita Marley, you know, she had Bob Marley and Bob Marley did work with her. Usually when you're a Rasta and you have them little jobs there, you will make your wife come work for you. But usually the men, them would have work or them do them things and the only thing the women do is stay at home. Them homeschool the kids. You know, Rasta kids don't go to school. You know, me never go, you know, like even when me growing up, my father was like, no, don't make them mix with people. And people was like, we're going to call police by your blood clot mother. My grandmother, let me tell you a joke. So, because my dad, allegedly, because my dad is Rasta, allegedly, because in Rasta, DNA test would be done. Anyways, because my dad Rasta, because Rastas don't believe in them kids going to public school. They believe in being homeschooled. So even though I don't really like my mother, she is a great English teacher. You know, my mother had a really good vocabulary, very, very good literature. She was very good with literature and English. So but you know, when you're a mom, sometimes you can't keep up with homeschooling because you're doing other things. And worse, if the house is not being supported financially properly, you don't have time to teach. And sometimes you don't like when your parents teach you because those fuckers will beat you if you don't get the lesson right. So for a long time, we never go to school. Like I started school when in the 4th grade. I never went to kindergarten. I never went to grade 1, grade 2, or grade 3. I started in grade 4. I learned to read in grade 4. And that's because when in that type of sector, you know, the kids don't integrate with other people. So my grandmother and people used to threaten my mother, so she'll call police for my mother, because mother now send me to school. And it get really bad until my mother just give in and say, fuck, let me just, my mother just said, let me just send us to school. But, you know, she happy, you know, because, you know, the kids never really know how to read and we weren't really literate when we were young kids because we never went to school. And even though we knew words or these little things, we never knew school syllabus. So when me remember the first time me go school in the 4th grade, I remember this like it was yesterday. The first time I go to school in the 4th grade, the first time I went to school was age 10. 10, bitch. 10. When I was 10. Ask me why I'm so intelligent. No, I can't tell you. Imagine if I was starting a kindergarten, right? Remember this like it was yesterday. They gave us a dictionary, and I did not know how to use a dictionary. And then write down the words on the chalkboard, and them say I must find the meaning of the words. Bitch, I couldn't do it. Bitch, me there for like 3 hours. Bitch, me don't know how to look on a word and find it in a dictionary. And everybody around me, and then kids, even in school, when I was in school, in 4th grade, kids would have teased me. Because them I said, she don't know how to do our work. But them never know, because none of my family members not go to school. We're not supposed, we come from Rasta background. Them don't believe in we don't believe in public schooling. It's either homeschool or a school with other Rasta kids, basically. So yeah, so maybe something like that. Like you go to school, but you have to cut your locks. And again, with the women, them only use the women to just procreate. That's kind of the most significant role of a Rasta woman, for bring forth life. So if you know it's a Rasta man, him gonna want you to have enough baby. Him gonna impregnate you as soon as him get you. Him not really believe, say, if you go to school. Him not really believe in them things that if you gonna take it as a Rasta man wife. Him will teach you knowledge, and he will teach you things of the book what them read, but you're not supposed to go outside for institution for tell you how to read and write and do things. That's not really the traditions of Rasta people. Anyways, so me get going to need to push the girls to the forefront. The girls. So Chloe Bailey and her sister are Rastas. But then look how them turn out. You know? One of them get pregnant for like a semi-stream rapper guy. So even Chloe, they've never really they weren't really Rastafarian girls. Them had locks. But them are Rasta. Those are not Rasta girls. But them had locks on, you know. It seemed very Burna Boy, I get through. Him have locks. Okay, so Burna Boy have locks. Who else have locks that I go through? I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting somebody to the need to push the girls to the forefront. Yeah, but Chloe, the way how Chloe Bailey, even though she's a great performer, she have locks on her head. It don't take to audience well that a woman who have locks on her head is dressing that provocative and she acting the same way a normal girl who don't have locks would act on stage. It don't go well. With that locks on it, it don't go well. So maybe that's why you're not getting endorsement. Me getting a here. The guys can get away with it more than the girls. Because even when the girls have on locks, they have to dress. When they perform on stage, they have to the skinty things. That's not locks like. It's not like locks people, them very modest. Very, very modest. All right. So me getting if we can push the girls to the forefront who have locks in and make them be more of a like educational representation for the Rastafarian community, maybe them would kind of be more open to honor. Because the only thing they must see is just the man them. And the man them, well, you can't tell what to do when to do it. Them smoke weed. And the rest of girls, them bring forth kids. So it's not all the time them can take part in weed smoking. Let's go. We have a strength card. Yeah, that's you, Leo. So Aries show up for Aries reading. Leo, you came for Leo reading. Okay, so we have 2 for 2. Leo, there, that's you, the lion. And then even listen first, to go back where they came from. No demonic or profane shall prosper, yeah. Cause them can't stop the lion paw. Yeah, me getting some of the Rasta community. And even the Rasta man, them not there with a Rasta girl. Sizzla Kalanji girlfriend is not Rasta. Buju Banton girlfriend don't Rasta. Damian Marley girlfriend a Rasta. So even when you're in the Rasta community, you're not stay to each other. So you're not being taken as seriously. You get what I mean? Because you're not stay. Muslim people stay to each other. Jewish people stay to each other. Christians stay to each other. When you is a Rasta man and your wife don't have locks on her head, them look on it weird. So we have a strength card. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords. And we also have the 7 of Swords. Maybe the only industry where Rasta people feel like them evolved in is food and cooking. You have to turn chef. So even though you're the chosen ones and you come from one of the 12 tribes of Judah, them no want you in a medicine, them no want you in a law, them want you for cook. You must cook a canned saltfish for people. Jamaican me crazy. And maybe that's the one. If you cook, if you put someone here and say you cook as a Rasta man, they will support you. Yes, yeah, ital cooking. But when you want the law, you want to be a lawyer with your lock sketch back. And I say, Your Honor, Jah, I saw Zion in a vision. And Jah tell me this client is bullshit. Me getting them don't want to get serious with your locks. Yeah, me getting no endorsement. You're not getting endorsed, Leo. Or maybe no. Are you ashamed of your Rastafarian heritage? Are you ashamed to talk about the side of the family that is maybe ashamed of it? I don't know. My father used to cuss me every single day and say, your mother, is your mother, why you shame on me? Who is shame on you? Sir, you shame yourself, sir. Sir, the woman you impregnated with kids, she never have to make we feel weird to claim you. Sir, you're weird. You're the weird one. Him always cuss me and say how you shame on your father because your father is a Rasta man. Sir, it's in your head. Sir, no, sir, no. Sir, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But remember when me young, my father always cuss me. Yeah, he's a mother. Why you shame of me? You shame on your father because he have locks on his head. Like, Brody, chill. Like, no one's ashamed of you, Brody. The problem that people have with you is that you were in America for all your life and your kids weren't citizens. That's the issue. That's the issue people have with you. It wasn't because you had locks on your head, sir. It was because you were in America your whole life and you never ensure that all of your kids then were American citizens. That's where your heat are come from. It's not coming from the fact you have locks on your head. Okay? So keep that into consideration, okay? Because I do know that even though Rasta men will travel far in the globe, they will keep them wife and kids stay to one place. So maybe you're not give your kids the opportunities you're taking. You stifle them. And what is the excuse? You're Rasta? Well, you're not supposed to be a foreign country then. You can't do a blood clot America, live your blood clot life, but you say you don't want your kids in America. So the fuck you in America and you have locks on. And your kids don't have locks on them female head. So that is what will leave a bitter taste in people's mouth and people who are watching you. Because if you don't believe a kid's supposed to go foreign country, what the fuck you would done there? If you would believe that your religion was supposed to keep you with your family, you should have stayed in your country. You shouldn't branch off, and then you don't give your kids the opportunity to have opportunity because of religion. If your religion was that important, you wouldn't have left the country. Do you get it now, or do you not understand why the endorsement is being slowed down? Anyways, I'm going to leave it here, Leo. We're going to go to the next reading, so I will be back.